Hello students, today I am going to tell you how can you construct shear force and bending moment diagram for the beam which is having point load but more than one point load. So how can you construct the shear force and bending moment diagram? So we will learn it from this video. So here is a simply supported beam which is having 2 point loads, and the length of the beam is 9 feet, which is also given in the question. So the point B is having the point load is 8 kips, and the point C is having the load at 6 kips. So there is 3 feet from the point A. So you can see in the diagram as well. So this is 6 kip load, that is 4 feet from point D, you can say, and it will, you can also say that it is from 5 feet, that is 6 kips load is lying at the from point A, that is of at 5 feet. So it is point C. So this is the shear for you can say simply supported beam which is having 2 point loads acting over it. So how can we solve it? First of all, we have to find out the support reactions, and you know very well if you are having hinge support, so you have to find out two support reactions. One is the horizontal component and the other one is the vertical component. But at roller support, we have only one roller support, one vertical force. So in this case, AX should be 0 because we don't have any other horizontal force instead of AX. So how can we solve it? First of all, we have to draw the shear force diagram of this concrete beam. So how can we do it? We should provide the support reactions in this diagram. So this is the complete diagram in front of you. You can see. So this is 3 feet, 2 feet, 4 feet, and the free body diagram you can say. So AX, AY, DY, because you have dy, because you have the point D, because you have the 2 point load. So there are 4 points over here, A, B, C and D. So how many regions you will get it? You will get 3 regions over here. So I am moving towards the next slides, and we are going to find out support reactions. And how can we find out support reactions? You know it very well. We will sum up moment at A or D. It's up to you, whatever you want to do it. So let me start my lecture with the pan, and I am going to select the color of the pan. For example, is black color. So if I am going to sum up moment at A, so I will rotate this force towards A. So it will be -8 because I am taking anti-clockwise positive. So clockwise should be negative. So it should be multiplied by 8 multiplied by 3, because the distance between A and B is 3, and the 6 kips will be -6 into 5, because the distance between A to C is 5 feet. 3 feet plus 2 feet becomes 5 feet. And when we rotate this dy, so it will be +1. So because it is anti-clockwise, and the total length of the beam, the distance between A to D is 9 dy. So now what will be the equation will become? You can see here whatever I wrote it here, summation of the moment at A. So -8 into 3, -6 into 5, plus 9 dy. So equals to 0. So we will get the value of dy, and dy is equals to 6 kips. So now I'm moving towards the summation of the vertical forces. So how can I sum up vertical forces? So you know that how many vertical forces are lying over here. You can now able to identify it because you have done calculation. How can you support the find the support reaction? So AY dy and 8 kips and 6 kips. So there are 4 vertical forces over here. So AY positive plus dy positive, and -8 -6. So AY plus 6 -8 -6 is equals to 0. So you will get the value of AY equals to 8 kips. So now I am going to sum up horizontal forces, and you know it very well. AX is coming out to be 0 because we are not having another horizontal force over here. So let me rub the mass which I have done over here. So I rub it, so hopefully it will be clear to all of you. This is the way to find out the support reaction. So I am moving towards the next slide. And what I am going to do, I am going to cut the sections of the free body diagram. I am going to draw first free body diagram, and obviously you will make it in on your lecture copy or registers. So let me draw this free body diagram. These are the support reactions AX, AY. We already got the value of AY and DY. Now we are going to cut the section from between. for the we are cutting these sections for the calculation to construct shear force and bending moment diagram. So first section will be cut, second, then third, A, B, and C. So we have to solve 3 regions over here. So I'm moving towards the next slides, and for AB region, 0 to 3 feet. So how can we? So AY was coming out to be 8 kips, and the distance should be X here, and the region will be cut like this, V, and V shows V represent shear force. I already told in my previous lectures as well, and M is for the bending moment. Shear force V is equals to 8. Why is it so? Because we are having only one vertical force, and that is AY 8 kips. So the shear force value will be 8 kips, and the bending moment equation will be AY into X. What it should also be, because upward positive and downward negative, and you can also say the clockwise should be positive, anti-clockwise should be negative here for the bending moment equation. So it will be 8x. You can see here, now we have to draw the table because we are going to find out the value of shear force and bending moment at x equals to 0 and x equals to 3 fit. So when I put the value of x equals to 0 and 3 for the shear force equation, so I will get the same value, that is 8. And for the bending moment, it will be, when I put 0, so 8x, 8 multiplied by 0 equals to 0. And when I put 3 in the bending moment equation, so 8 multiplied by 3 equals to 24. So I am going to solve the second region, that is BC. So I will draw the beam from point A. So this is the diagram, and obviously it will include 8 kips point load that was acting on the beam. So what we have to do, this is point A, this is section cut, AY equals to 8 kips, this is 3 feet, so this is X. So we have to take X from point B. Then we have shear force and bending moment. So it is coming out to be 8 minus 8. Why is it so? When we are going to sum up vertical forces, so what will happen? It will be plus 8, and this one is minus 8. So it will cancel out and shear force value come out to be 0. You can see here, now for the bending moment, 8 multiplied by 8 will get multiplied plus 8, the whole distance from A to section cut. So this is 3 plus x, this will be 3 plus x. And when we rotate this force here, so it will be 8x. So how can we solve this equation or make equation for the bending moment? You can see bending moment equals to 8 into 3 plus x minus 8x. So 24 plus 8x minus 8x, so it will cancel out. So the answer comes out to be, for the bending moment, is equals to 24. So both are the constant values. So when we put the values of 0 and 2 for the shear force and bending moment equation, so we will get the same answers. So you can see we will get this constant values here. So the shear force will remain 0 in both the value on the both the limits, and you can see the value of the bending moment remains same, 24 and 24, because it is not having any x. So that's why it is coming out to be 24. So let me rub all the mass which I have created over here to explain you. So I am moving towards the next slide to find out region CD, and we are going for the third section. So CD 0 to 4 feet, and this will be the 8 kips, and we have to include 6 kips over here as well. This is point C. The first length was 3 feet. You can see here it is coming out 3 feet, then 2 feet, and then will be X, because we have cut the regions uh, somewhere in CD. So it is X. So this is a section cut, this is shear force, or this one is the bending moment. And you can see shear force is equals to 8 minus 6. So let me clear you, because we are having 3 vertical forces here. So we will sum only 3 forces here. So what are these? Plus 8 minus 6. So the equation will become 8 minus 8 minus 6. So shear force, so the shear force equation becomes 8 minus 6, and shear force value will become minus 6. So you can see here, so the value is coming out for the shear force is -6. And now we are moving towards the bending moment equations. And what we have to do, so we have to multiply 8 multiply by 3 plus 2 plus x, it means 5 plus x. And for -8 into 2 plus x and -6x. So there will be the three values we have to sum up, 8 into 5 plus x, because we will rotate it up to from here to here. So it will become 5 plus x. And for B to C, it will become 2 plus x for 8 kips. So the when we simplify it, so the equation will become 40 plus 8x minus a16 minus 8x minus 6x. So 8x, 8x will be cancelled out with each other. So how much is left? So the answer equation will be simplified, and the equation will be 24 minus 6x. So when we apply the value of upper and lower limit of 0 or forfeit, so the shear force will remain same, but we will get the different value for the bending moment. So you can see in this table that when we are having x equals to 0 and x equals to 4, the shear force value is remain same, -6 and -6. And keep it remember with you that dy -6 is equals to dy, which was the support reaction, and it is opposite because dy was positive and the value of the shear force, last value of shear force is minus. So it's okay, your answer is correct. And the final bending moment is coming out to be 0 because we put 4 here instead of x, and we will get the value 24 minus 6 into 4 will become 0. So this is the way to calculate the regions, and we will get the value lower and upper and lower limits region wise. So I have cleared the mess what I have done for to explain you. So hopefully it will be clear to you. Now I'm going to make the table whatever the values I got it region wise. So you can see in this slide that the result is here. So the values of the shear force and bending moment. So you keep it in mind. I want to show it that we have the values in Kips fit. So I have put here that shear force is in the value of shear force in kips. You can see here I write down the unit here, so it will be clear to all of you. And this is kip fit, you can see. So I put all the values here, and now I'm going to make the shear force and bending moment diagram for this question. So how can we make it? You can see first I have to draw the beam here. So the length of the beam, total length of the beam is 9 feet, 3 feet from A to B, 2 feet from B to C, and there that is 4 feet from C to D. So now I have constructed simply supported beam, whatever given in the question, and this is the table which I have calculated or which I have drawn before this slide I have shown you. So now I'm going to construct the shear force bending moment diagram. So first of all, I have to drop the lines or offsets from the point A, B, C, and D. So this is the point A line, point B line, C, and D. Now this is shear force line, that is the green one, and there is a bending moment line, and that is the purple one. So it starts from 0, it ends at 0. So the first value is 0 for the shear force, and the next value will be at A is what it is 8. So I will mark it here 8, 8 kips. And the other value at point B is also 8, so it will be somewhere here. So it will be 8 kips, you can see. Then I have 0 value at point B again. So I will go here. It is the 0 value. So it will be here. So it will be 0 kips. So now the other value is also 0 at point C. So I will take 0 here. So this is the 0. And for example, the other value at C, you can see this is -6 here. So I will go down from 0, and this will become -6 kips. And again at D, that is -6. So I will put it here, and then -6 plus 6 of this. minus 6 plus 6 is equals to 0, so it will become 0. It is coming out to be 0. So let me rub the screen, whatever I have done over here. Now I'm going to draw the lines over here. So line will be drawn like this, this. So you can see here it going from 0 to 8 kips, then a straight line, then downward, then straight goes on the 0 line because shear force is 0 between B to C. Then it will go downward, then it will go straight, and then it will go up. So this is the way to construct the shear force diagram. You can see here. So the shear force value is 0 from point B to C. You can see here. So now I'm moving towards the bending moment value diagram. So first value should be 0. So I will take 0 here, point mark it point 0. Then I have 24 value at point B. So I will take it B, 24 kips fit, and then again 24 at B. So it will remain same. Then there is again 24 at point C. So it will be 24 kips. It will remain same, and then it becomes 0 again. So it is 0. So I have to draw the line for the bending moment, because as we have straight lines for the shear force diagram, so there should be inclined line for the bending moment. So it will go straight because there is 0 line over here. So you will find the bending moment maximum is 24 kips fit. It's up, it's throughout B to C because we are having shear force equals to 0. So we are getting bending moment maximum throughout from B to C, and it is become straight line. So now there is an inclined line from 24 kips fit to 0. So I have to draw, or I have to write, make pattern over here. So you can see it. This is a bending moment diagram. Hope you will find it very interesting, because it is very interesting to do it. So I hope you will get it, that we are having shear force value throughout B to C is 0. So the bending moment is maximum throughout B to C. So this is the way to construct the shear force or bending moment diagram. It all depends upon the values, whatever we got it from the regions when we cut it, and what are the values we are getting for the shear force or bending moment when we are applying different limits over it. So the while applying lower limit and upper limit, so we will get the values, and when we will put it on the graph, or we will draw it on the graph, so we will get this shear force or bending moment diagram. Hopefully you will understand it, or it will be helpful for you to draw different shear force or bending moment diagrams for different simply supported beams which are having point loads or different various point loads. And now you will be able to draw shear force or bending moment diagrams for more than 2 point loads on the beams. Thank you so much. Hopefully you will like it. And this boy is very much tired after doing this shear force bending moment diagram. Thank you so much.